Pi Network update. Massive Pi coin burn. Billions of Pi coins have been wiped out, and the Pi Network community is going wild. Could this be the game changer we've all been waiting for? With the circulating supply now reportedly under 10 billion, far from the original 100 billion, many believe this could be the spark that skyrockets Pi's value. But is this a true Pi coin burn? Or is there more to the story? In this video, we're breaking down what's really happening, how this impacts Pi's price, and what it means for the future of Pi Network. Stay tuned, this update is huge! Before we dive in, let me know in the comments how much Pi you're holding right now, and whether you think this burn will impact Pi's price. Also, if you've missed any of my previous Pi Network updates, check the link in the description to catch up. You don't want to be left behind on this one. And as always, drop Pi Network to the moon in the comments along with your country name so I can see where my Pi family is watching from. Your support means everything, so smash that like button, share this video with fellow pioneers, and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps keep these updates coming. Quick disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only and not financial advice. Now let's get into it. The Pi Network community has been buzzing with excitement, confusion, and a whole lot of speculation. Something crazy just happened. The circulating supply of Pi coins has plummeted to just 6.99 billion. That's a massive drop compared to the widely known 100 billion total supply listed on platforms like CoinMarketCap. So what does this actually mean? Is Pi undergoing a massive coin burn? Is this the big move that finally pushes Pi's price up? Or is this just another misunderstanding that's been blown out of proportion? Let's break this down without the hype, just straight facts and what it could mean for us as Pi holders. First, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Is there really a coin burn happening? If you've been scrolling through social media, you've probably seen posts shouting about a huge burn event. People claiming Pi is cutting its supply dramatically, which could cause the price to explode. Sounds amazing, right? But there's a catch. The Pi core team hasn't officially announced any major burn event. That's right. No big public statement, no confirmation, nothing. So what's really going on? Well, there are two main factors that could be responsible for the sudden drop in circulating supply. First, transaction fees on the Pi network are burned automatically. Pi is built on the Stellar blockchain, and one of its key features is that a tiny portion of transaction fees gets permanently removed from circulation. This has been happening since the launch of the open mainnet, and while it might not be a massive burn event, it's a continuous process that gradually reduces the supply over time. Second, and this is a big one, unverified KYC accounts. If a Pi user failed to complete their Know Your Customer KYC verification before the deadline, which was December 30th last year, their Pi didn't just sit in limbo, it was burned, gone, sent to a burn address, reducing the total available supply. So is this a game-changing event? Or is it just part of how the Pi network naturally operates? This is where things get interesting. A shrinking supply usually means a potential price increase. Basic economics tells us that when supply goes down and demand stays the same, prices tend to go up. But here's the thing. Demand for Pi still needs to increase. Ask yourself this. If nobody is actively buying Pi, does it really matter how low the supply goes? Not really. If there's no demand, the price won't move much. This is why so many Pi holders are watching closely. Because if Pi starts getting real-world adoption, more people trading, buying and using Pi, combined with a shrinking supply, that's when the magic happens. Right now, crypto markets are showing signs of a comeback. Bitcoin is pumping, Ethereum is holding strong, and even meme coins are seeing crazy gains. This surge in activity is reigniting enthusiasm across the space, with investors flocking back to capitalize on the bullish momentum. Market sentiment is shifting. And if this trend sustains, we could see an influx of capital into various crypto assets from established giants to emerging projects. If this momentum continues, investors will inevitably start looking for undervalued and promising projects beyond the mainstream cryptocurrencies. Historically, bull runs have sparked interest in alternative coins, especially those with strong communities and unique value propositions. Pi Network, which has built a massive user base and continues to develop its ecosystem, could find itself in the spotlight as traders search for the next big opportunity. However, the transition from a speculative asset to a widely adopted cryptocurrency still depends on key factors like exchange listings, utility, and regulatory clarity. That said, it's important to remain cautious, as crypto markets are notoriously volatile. While optimism is returning, there's always the possibility of corrections or external factors disrupting this upward trajectory. For Pi to truly capitalize on a market boom, it needs to demonstrate real-world use cases and establish itself as a viable digital currency. So, while the potential for serious action exists, it ultimately hinges on whether Pi can prove itself as more than just a speculative asset in an ever-evolving crypto landscape. The bottom line? This isn't just about a supply cut, it's about what happens next. A reduced supply can create scarcity, but for that to translate into higher prices, there must also be a significant increase in demand. Without enough users actively trading and utilizing Pi, the impact of this supply drop could be minimal. The real question is whether this event will serve as a catalyst for stronger adoption and market interest. Will Pi gain enough demand to see a real price surge? Historically, lower supply can lead to higher valuations, but only if there is an eager market ready to buy. If more businesses and platforms start accepting Pi, its real-world utility could drive up demand. However, if the project remains within its current ecosystem without broader adoption, the price may not see a substantial rise. The balance between supply and demand will be key in determining Pi's future trajectory. Another important factor is whether this supply reduction will attract new users and investors. When traders see a coin with a shrinking supply, they often anticipate higher future value, which can lead to increased buying pressure. If Pi Network can capitalize on this moment by delivering more use cases or listing on major exchanges, it could encourage fresh participation. There's also the possibility that this is just another minor shift that doesn't move the needle. Supply cuts alone don't guarantee success. Many cryptocurrencies have experienced similar events with little to no effect on price. If the broader crypto market remains stagnant or skeptical about Pi's potential, this event may end up being a temporary blip rather than a game-changing moment. It all depends on how the community and external investors react in the coming weeks. I want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Do you think this Pi coin supply drop is the start of something huge, or is it just business as usual? Will this event bring new momentum to the project, or is it simply another step in a long journey? Let's discuss and see where Pi Network goes from here. Alright guys, that's the full breakdown of what's happening with this Pi coin burn mystery. We've looked at the circulating supply drop, what's causing it, and what it might mean for Pi's future. The big question now is, will this actually impact the price, or is it just another day in the Pi ecosystem? Let me know in the comments. Do you think Pi's price will go up because of this reduced supply? Or do we still need more demand to see a real price movement? I'm reading all your comments, so let's keep the discussion going. Also, if you have any questions or insights, feel free to share them below. Before you go, show some love. Like, share, and subscribe if you found this update helpful. Your support helps me keep bringing you the latest on Pi Network, so let's keep this Pi family strong. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.